Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everybody, and welcome to a modified shoulder workout today. I'm just going to make fun of myself for a whole entire video and describe an ogre and all the rest and what I do with my water bottle and yakety schmackety. But I do enjoy these videos more so than trying to talk to the camera while I'm in the gym, to be honest, only because I get to recap my workout. It takes me a little longer to get through the editing process and all the rest, but at the end of the day, I get to talk to you guys a little bit more as to why I'm doing things, what I'm doing here. I didn't just speed up and go crazy here. I'm just going to fast forward through some of this just to kind of give you guys, you guys get the idea that warming up your rotator cuff before doing your shoulder workouts or even your chest workouts is more than likely an important part of this. And I'll spend minutes doing this, 5-10 minutes just warming up and just getting my rotator cuffs nice and toasty before I start putting some extra added strain. But the reason I'm modifying this through and or why this is called a modified workout in the title, is the cervical radiculopathy has gotten, better significantly, and we are back to pressing again, which I'm excited about, but we are modifying the pressing. I kind of want to take you guys through every exercise that I'm doing and why I'm kind of structured the workout this way, more so than I would normally. So I've restructured the workout. I'm also doing some modified movements within the workout and kind of just taking the weight down a little bit too, which I think is important, which has honestly benefited me over the last few weeks of dealing with this neck issue, only because I'm getting to focus way more on the contractions and understanding what's going on with, developing the pump and really kind of moving through. So let's get to it. We are going to start, again, I'm warming, right? So going right into a warm. I normally will start my workouts with some sort of raise movement, normally side lateral, just to really pump some efficient blood through my delts. But with that said, that is kind of pre-exhausted my delts and my shoulder work. So I want to start with the two presses I can actually accomplish without feeling crazy amounts of pain or putting myself into a compromised position. So we're going to start with just a overhead shoulder press. I'm only going really to the top of my head on this. I think I've done these in my videos in the past, where I'll do a standing barbell press, and I'm really going from the top of my chest to the top of my head, maybe a little bit higher than that. Again, keeping the focus and the strain on the overall delt, but again, this is compounding really more front delt, getting that big meaty part of your shoulder really developed. By the way, this guy in the lavender hoodie's cool, or lavender. It's not a hoodie; it's a cap, I guess. Dope as fuck. Cool dude. We were chatting in between shit. Asked him for a spot a couple of times because he definitely can push a few more out. But he was like, no, he's just in his space, in his zone, doing his fucking thing, and just happy to be doing his thing. He's got some cool tats too. We talked about that for a couple of seconds too. There's that, little white guy nod of like, yo, what's up? So as I advance through, beyond my warm-up set, I am going to be supersetting through this workout. But the supersets are really minor. I'm again, I want to pump as much blood into my shoulders as possible. And that's going to be the trick with some of these modified workouts is it's not going to be these big crazy motions or movements that I've done. It's really going to be focusing on as much blood pump as I can and exhausting my delts, from my front, side, and rear delts. Just going at it and exhausting it with a little bit more volume, a little bit higher rep range. This workout's a little shorter than what I would want it to be, but again, I'm limited in where I want to be with my shoulders and what I can do. So out of the warm up, we're going to go into, a little bit of a working set. I'm going to increase weight as I go, increase the tension, but really test driving and seeing what my neck feels. That was a good face of like, oh, all right, that was good. I felt good. I was happy. I'm going to go grab some dumbbells and come back and do those side pumps that I like to do. And again, this is really side delt, rear delt. So again, pressing motion is really getting a lot of my front delt, a little bit of that chest tie-in. Now I'm going to get that side delt with just these pumps. And again, just getting a lot of blood flow getting through. Yeah. Lavender Beanie's cool guy, cool dude. Also, the guy with the long hair here too, dude. He's doing farmer walks. And guy's pretty stellar in regards to his farmer walks. Does a really decent job when he gets those cranking. But anyway, this actually took place. This was Sunday morning. This was Easter morning. I got some family stuff to do after this, so. Again, I brought the camera in on a Sunday thinking, all right, especially a holiday, it's going to be dead. Nope. Busiest I've seen the place on a Sunday morning ever. And it's like 7:30 in the morning. And I'm like, okay, I guess everyone's trying to get this in before they eat their ham and, potatoes and whatnot. So, it's pretty packed. So felt comfortable at the 135. I'm going to do another set there. I am going to, again, increase weight. So that's going to happen. But I do want to get comfortable first. My head positioning on everything is important. I noticed as I kind of watched through the whole entire workout, I definitely have some tendencies to move my head around and kind of do things that I shouldn't be doing with my neck during motions, but working on it. And again, neck's feeling better. Trap's not as inflamed as it was. Definitely getting a little bit more blood circulation and flow, and certainly not feeling restricted from things as I go, which I'm really excited about. So I think the next shoulder workout I do is going to be much closer to full force, so I can really start to cap these shoulders and get movement going. Again, side pumps. It's these little motions. And again, I'm going to do 3 or 4 of these kind of like micro motions where, again, when you're a little bit more up close and not 2D like a video like this, it creates all of those really cool strands of fiber within the shoulder. So the detail is really, really crazy. And it's been coming out more and more and more as I go, because again, I've been doing a lot of these more smaller motions because of the cervical radiculopathy. I'm just gonna, I kind of almost like saying it at this point. So I think I'm also gonna fast forward some of the stuff, this in between set stuff. I do want to talk to you guys and kind of want to go through why I'm doing this and what my mindset is and what my prep is. But I think for a good portion of this video going forward, I'm going to fast forward in between this stuff. But yeah, that guy's getting set up to do the farmers. I'm just distracted by him. Because again, he's in shape. There's clearly not a huge dude, but he's grabbing 105s and bringing them over to do farmer walks. It's pretty stellar, if you ask me. And then Lavender Beanie's just cool as shit. So I got a good group of people around me, so I'm happy about that. Beyond some of the regular, we'll call them old timers. The morning group, the morning crew. So just added 10s on either side. Moving on through, feeling good. Again, focusing on the form, focusing on the negative, focusing on driving. Also, I was really stoked about this because I ordered new headphones. I don't know if you guys, if you guys look at my headphones, that's cool. Then I realized you guys are picking up some details, but I've gone away from the Bose. The Bose are about 5 years old. I've had to replace the pads. I've had to warranty them. They've seen some shit. So upgraded. I think it's a huge upgrade actually. I went with Sony's, and they've got this touch feature with the headset, and they've got this cupping feature. So if you cup the right earmuff, it stops the noise canceling, lowers your music down to like almost a mute, and then you can hear everything going on. So when you're talking to people, I usually have to take my headphones off, put them back on, do all the rest. Really cool just to have that cupping feature and kind of just having it do its thing. And then also being able to play with the volume and the tracks just by touch and motion on this headset. There's no buttons or anything. So we're going to go up to 185. I'm pretty sure, I watched the workout already. I'm pretty sure I stopped here because I think I I think that 135 and 155 were probably a really good sweet spot for me to not move my neck around a lot or move my head around a lot. And I think I regretted, not instantaneously, but after the set was over, I think I regretted the 185. And I have no idea what music I'm listening to. Yeah, do you want a set? Do you want, no, he's cool. All right. Yeah, all right. Sweet. Dude, guy's just cool. I have no idea what he said. I didn't even realize he was talking to me still. I should have gone back and listened to the audio before I just detached it and deleted it from the video. That's a shame. There he goes with his farmer walks, by the way. I'm so distracted today. Easter Sunday, just kind of some real animals coming out of the woodwork and doing some shit that I'm like, all right, I guess this is the day. He's going to come back with those 105s. He's doing a full lap. He's not even going like one way. He's going back. Yep, there he comes. That's some raw strength right there. So, yeah. No, I can tell by my face. I instantly regretted this. The motion sucks. I'm not getting a better range of motion. My control's all over the place. I'm not happy with it. So, yeah, I'm going to drop. Do a little drop set. Again, I'm inducing some blood flow. Oh, yeah, that's right. We did chat for a few seconds. Told him he had a few more in him. He did. He's got some strength, man. Should have done the whole cupping thing with the headphone, but whatever. So not used to him yet. So drop setting, because again, my motion is just, like even here, I can feel it's better than the 185, but I definitely am feeling it in my trap and my neck as I'm going through this. I could already tell you. That 185 was a push too far, and I really shouldn't have done it. But I digressed. I got it. I'm not a weightlifter. I'm a bodybuilder, and I really should have not focused on ego lifting for that. It is tough, right? So if you're used to doing this with 2 plates, or the 185's like your second set in, not your last, there is that the ego does take over and really kind of push you into a negative space. So now with this, moving on to the second, again, I normally would get a press, I'd get a raise, then go to a press, then go to a raise, then go to a press. I just want to get the presses like done while I'm really feeling as hot to trot as I possibly can, with as much energy as I have in my system. Everything from calories working to the energy levels I have going into the beginning of the workout, doing all the rest. I don't want to waste any of that by doing any sort of raise in the beginning, because I know I need to get back to pressing. This is a neutral grip. This is the best I've seen if you have an impingement, if you have neck issues, if you have rotator cuff issues, if you have anything. This is a great variation of this exercise where you're not pronating back with your rotator, and then your lat has to come in, your trapezius come in, all of these other supporting muscles come in just to get the ball of the shoulder to click where it needs to click. Having that neutral grip in the front, yes, you're bringing in a little bit of the upper chest as you go. I'm not going to deny that. I definitely felt this in my upper chest, which I am going to finish the workout off with a little bit of upper chest, but the motion there, it's significantly better. And then here, again, pumping some blood through my side delts, and these are holds. These are 10-second holds. More like 6 seconds now that I'm watching the video. I count to 10. My count is obviously off. And then I'll do pumps anywhere between 5 to 10, just to, again, I'm inducing blood flow. I'm also inducing a little bit of fatigue. And my temperature in my body is up, so off comes the pump cover. I bend down to pick it up, and then I just, bam, drop it. I'm an ogre. I am excited that you guys get to really see the lion tattoo in this video a little bit more. So by the way, the lion on this door knocker on my hat, that's one of my companies. That's Coronado Property Group. And then the lion and sleeve tattoo, I'll talk about it another time. But there is significant meaning behind those. So here, again, moving the weight up, test driving, and you can see here, like the front delt is definitely getting worked, triceps coming in a little bit, but the upper chest is certainly engaging, and it's my job to position my neck accordingly, that I'm getting as much stress on my shoulders as possible and not so much on my chest. The idea here is a shoulder workout, not a chest workout. But again, these all tie into each other, right? So it's very difficult to do back without tying in some sort of bicep and shoulder and rear delt. It's very difficult to do shoulders without tying in some chest, and chest without tying in some shoulders and triceps. Again, these are tie-in muscles. They're going to get worked. They're secondary to the workout. But again, when you're focusing on shoulders, there's my chest. And the interesting part here, by the way, through my physical therapy and all the rest, is opening up my chest. I tend to almost compress it, and again, some of the motions I do and the contractions I'm doing and the press motions and all the rest are not leaving my chest to open itself up and stay stretched. Hey, Lavender Beanie's back. But let's punch in and get to work. I set my neck, I set my head, and it stays there. I focus on something on the ceiling or whatever it is, just to keep my head in the position that it's most comfortable in without putting stress between C5, C6. But I have such a tendency, like as I look around, I want to look down, I want to look at my arms, I want to look at my hand positioning, I want to do all of that, but I tend to move my head around to do that, not just my eyes. So I'm trying to be as conscious as I can to really not move my head so I'm getting all fucked up. And by the way, if you look at these now versus the third or fourth set of them, I am getting weaker and weaker as I go. Again, I've been, I don't want to say easy on my shoulders, but I certainly have not gone crazy with my shoulder workouts because of what's going on in my neck. So my shoulders are definitely getting fatigued faster, and I've got to build that strength up so I can get through some of these larger workouts as I progress back to doing what I need to do in my shoulder workouts. Because I am engaging a little bit of the upper chest, I have a little bit more strength on this exercise with the neutral grip, and you'll find you guys can do some crazy weights on this neutral grip as opposed to a standard shoulder press. If I went parallel to the bars rather than perpendicular to the bars, you lose strength only because you're not engaging your chest. Again, it's, isolation creates, I don't want to call it weakness, but certainly strain on the specific body part you want to work. This is less isolated because of where my elbows are and all the rest. But I'm getting a great pump on my front delts, to the point where I don't even do front raises within this workout. And what am I doing? I'm drop setting like a mother. I'm going to drop set the shit out of this. Probably do 2 drop sets here, I'm pretty sure. Because again, it's all about fatiguing the muscle. It's getting to the point of no return where you just can't do them anymore. And as I'm pressing up, I really am doing my best to absolutely focus on front delt, shoulder motion, rather than any sort of chest engagement, which is why I start to gas out a little bit more quickly. Because again, I'm just trying to hit the shoulder, not trying to hit my upper chest, not trying to have my triceps leverage and push up, right? And again, once I start to straighten my arm, my tricep really gets engaged. So I keep this motion pretty short. There's no real reason for it because it stresses the shoulder in the shorter motion, which is exactly what I want. And you can see the tricep engaging on the right arm. Trying to not have that happen, but good luck. I've found so many spots in the gym ceiling now to kind of just stare at to keep my neck and my head aligned to where they need to be so they're comfortable and I'm not stressing them. And then this last set of holds, look, my arms, I can barely fucking get them up. but I'm going to. I'm going to do some wrist inflection too, just to kind of fuck with the weights. Because, yep, there's the wrist inflection. Again, I'm just trying to get those elbows up. But they're pretty toasty now. It's 2 presses in a row with some of these micro motions after the warm up. And, again, I'm fading faster because of not working the shoulders as much as I would want to. Now we'll get to some side lateral raises. This kid's big too, and he's videoing too in the gym. Big kid, always wears a weight belt, like with everything he does. I want to say something that I don't think he needs the support with everything he does, unless he's got like real like lower back issues. But this pump at the end, again, I'm now engaging a little bit of the rear delt. So side lateral, rear. So again, I've worked a lot of the front so far with the pressing. I've engaged the side delt with some of the raising I've done and some of the micro movements I've done. Now I'm focusing strictly on side delt, and I want to be able to just get in the rear delt as I go. So there's a progression here through the workout, right? Going from front delt, working your way back to the rear delt, because the next exercise I do is, again, going to engage side delt and then rear delt. So get right back to work on these side laterals. Good motion, not trying to engage the trap on this. It's very easy to kind of lean back, get the trap there, straighten the arms out, get that upper trap moving. Again, that's been something to avoid as I'm going. And again, this is really, I'm pushing the dumbbells out to the side, but then back. Right, so it's these little motions on rear delt, way better for rear delt than your face pulls or modified upright rows and things like that. It's these micro movements that, because again, rear delt's a very small, little weaker muscle, but it doesn't require a ton to get it moving, and it doesn't require a ton to get it fatigued, by the way. So those micro movements at the end. And with these, you're kind of like, again, gallon jug of milk and trying to pour it out, or gallon jug of water, trying to pour it out a little bit. And then bam, right into the micro motion. Rear delt. I want to ask him what his channel is, like what his YouTube is too, or whatever. I mean, he's recording constantly, so he's got to have a lot of content. He's got a good shape, like he looks good. Yeah, he's posing. So he's doing something. He's getting ready for something. Just kind of want to know what. I don't know why I don't talk to enough people at the gym. I really am just going in, getting my business done, and getting the fuck out, but I digress. But I'm nice. See? This guy, do your thing. I can feel my neck getting a little fucked here. Elbows up, elbows up, elbows up. I'm a little heavy on this because I just felt like I should. Again, a little bit of ego. Par for the course, but then still finishing with those pumps at the back. So, yeah, I think we're going to do another drop set here as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, buddy. Again, drop setting, looking at fatigue, really just burning out those side delts. Is that guy still posing in the back? Yeah, he's still posing. Oh, then I turn around and he stops posing. I'll pose off with him. Let's go. So you've seen me do this before. This has been something for me of a real great, well, I'll call it a finisher, because again, it's really just burning out side delts and then still being able to get the rear delt pump on the back. I like that little trick the coach gave me. But this is hyper focused only because, again, like I'll ungrip my hands because I really want the focus to be on the elbows pushing out. Pausing at the top. With this, I'm starting about 90 pounds on this. And then you'll see, again, the arms kind of go backwards. That's getting that rear delt finishing. Stretches out my chest a little bit, which is beneficial. But I did find during this that I have a difficult time keeping my head straight and the neck in a comfortable position for me. Now you can see, and you're getting a view of the elephant on the tattoo. We'll talk about that tattoo later. I get enough questions or comments on the video about the tattoo. I'll talk about the tattoo. I'm just zipping through, by the way, the in-between sets just to get going. That rest was closer to 45 seconds to a minute. Moved the weight up a little bit. This is a controlled motion. I enjoy machines, especially us lateral ones where the right moves independently from the left. It's a huge benefit. I know I use barbells and dumbbells. It's tough to get away from those things knowing, you've built something from that, right? I grew up with dumbbells and barbells, but machines have really taken over a lot of my workout, and I think that's beneficial. I don't know what I'm staring at. I don't know who's pissing me off, or I don't know. I just seemed angry this whole entire workout too, and I'm not entirely sure why, because I was really excited about my new headphones, and I probably got that Beyonce Texas Hold'em song just playing on repeat there. Such a fun song. So again, good control. That's important on this machine. I've been on some of these machines that have the chest pad, so you can just actually really get yourself isolated there, but this one not so much. There is another one of these in this gym. I've never used it. I always just like this one because it doesn't get a lot of traffic around it, and there's really nothing around it, like another machine right next to it. So, but it is at the front of the gym, which I don't know if I like it because of that too. People walk in the gym and see this happening. Meh. But you can see the crowd, right? It's Easter morning at like 7:30, 8 o'clock on Easter morning. Still at 110, kept myself there, but I'm focused strictly on form and what that looks like. So big push up, a little hold on the top, and then nice slow down. That's where you're making your gains. That's where you're getting the load. Time under tension is the name of the game there. And again, with dumbbells, barbell, it's difficult to do that because, again, gravity, having that kind of control, it's also tough on your joints, right? It's going to be tough on your rotator. It's going to be tough on your elbows to try to slow that down. So 4 sets of that, and I'm going to move on because I normally, again, on shoulder day, I'll do my shoulders in the morning, and then I'll do upper chest in the afternoon. So I'll do 2 workouts, but as I've mentioned several times in this video, it's Easter. So I've got some family stuff. I know I'm not going to get my second workout in, so I really just want a finishing exercise to hit the top of my chest. I'm still going to do a shoulder motion here as well. But that whole, again, staring at the ceiling because of keeping my neck where it needs to be and my head where it needs to be. I'm not going to go crazy heavy on this. I really just want to focus on contracting the upper chest as much as possible and making sure my elbows are tucked. This is how this should look. My ass is against the pad, my upper back's against the pad, a little bit of arch in the back, and then just a slight lean up to keep my elbows in line. And yeah. Now, by the way, I didn't think I was going to do another exercise here or superset here. I thought I was just going to finish with this, so I wandered around figuring out what I was going to do next. So I'm off grabbing a dumbbell to come back and do a variation of a side lateral raise. So I think, again, controlled. Look at the vascularity in the arm. Come on, guys. That's you got to, give a little something on that. I'm definitely getting leaner as I go on, and I'm really enjoying that because I'm a year out, guys, so got a lot of time here. So again, hyper focused. I'm keeping myself against the pad. I'm bracing myself in with my other arm, and I'm keeping myself as level as humanly possible. And I've got super lightweight, 15 pounds, and just doing a very controlled side lateral. Again, I enjoy side laterals, and they are a phenomenal side delt builder. So it's important to get these in, and look, if you could do variations of them, more power to you. It's just all about fatiguing the muscle. I was thinking of some sort of rear delt exercise or whatever, but I've done so much of that today that I really don't want to keep pushing it. But I do want to get the side laterals because I would have done dumbbell presses. I would have done different machine presses, rear delt presses, and hammer strength and all the rest. But it's all side delts today. I like that the woman over there is using the doorway to stretch. I hope it's a woman, whatever. So again, arching the back, ass to the seat, back to the seat, staring at the ceiling, looking a little cross-eyed, which is fantastic. This should be the, I already took an image for the video. I should do that image as my clickbait for the video, but again, good rule of thumb. Start on the arm you ended, or the side you ended. I did right and then left. Now I'm doing left then right. Just a cute little balancing trick. Keeps your mind sharp and also keeps a little bit more balance in the body, so you're not just overdeveloping. Or if you only get 10 on the left or 9 on the left, let's say, well, your right is probably going to be dominant there too. So you'll stop at 9, again, to keep that balance, so your left can start catching up. I do like that move too. I like to tuck my arms and just kind of, by the way, that's great relief for my traps. Just putting my arm, because again, just having my arm to my side at this point probably was bothering the crap out of me because of the neck stuff. Lighting on this piece of equipment is actually decent. It's probably the best lighting in the gym so far. I hate the fluorescent piss poor lighting. It really sucks. Going cross-eyed again. But again, this is an exercise that I've thrown in on this workout to really just hit the upper chest. So I'm hyper-focused on making sure I hit the upper chest and maximize this one exercise I'm going to do, because I am not doing a full upper chest workout today. I'm literally just chose this exercise and said, all right, fuck it, I'm doing it. So I'm going to go right into one of my favorite things, drop sets. Yeah, on Sunday morning, all the weight racks were a fucking mess. I hate that shit. Nobody cleans up Saturday night. So weights are just disorganized. You can see this, like 10s everywhere and quarters everywhere and whatever. Should make a book of people's faces while they work out. Like just close-up angles of their face while they're doing lat pull-downs, let's say. Just have a coffee table book like that. I don't think I'm going to drop set again. But I am going to do the side laterals. So, good. At least I committed to that. Because I was burnt at this point. So again, finish with my right, start with my right. Just a little trick for you guys. So I think we're going to finish up after this. So guys, look, thanks for watching again. If you want me to critique my workouts a little differently, or, give a little bit more tips, or have some questions about what I've done here and the other workouts or videos I've done, feel free. Put some comments down there. I'm loving getting comments and seeing comments. So I'm excited about that. And as always, like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, but hang loose. Thanks, guys.